Right, so I've got the butane torch. Sometimes the heat from the butane torch will get the paint to sort of rise up a bit. And I also want the paint to get a little thicker so I can do balloon kisses to show you what they look like. And like with resin, just nice quick sweeps. Heating up the paint. It does change as it dries too, so don't always be like, oh, I don't like that, and then just, you know, scrape it and start again. So some of that copper's starting to try to come through, and it will, as it dries, it will, I think that copper will start to come through. But I'm trying to thicken the paint up too a little bit so I can show you these balloon kisses. So I'll leave that like that. All you need is your balloon. Sometimes I put water in it to make it heavy, sometimes I make smaller ones, bigger ones. It depends what size balloon kisses that you want. And you can do straight down and straight off, or you can do rolling. It just depends on, like, play, see what you like. So I'll just try one and around about the middle with a little bit of pressure but nothing too much. Take it off, wipe it, and you get this little, almost like flower-like little, sometimes if the paint's still a bit thin it'll run back into itself, but that's not too bad. So I'm just going to do like a little, and sometimes you can put some paint on here and then put it onto there, but I don't want to put too much. So the heavier you press, the slippier it is, and also the bigger, like you can go over those again, but there is a little bit too much paint, but that's okay. See, now you go back over it again and you get that white, because I'm taking some of the paint. It's a really pretty effect. I don't know if you've seen it before, but yeah, it's called balloon kisses. So that one, and you can either do it through the center, you can do it through one side. I mean, it's up to you. It's exactly what you want it to be. It's completely, you know, no one's ever going to make anything exactly the same, no matter how much you try. I just put a couple of little, see that copper? See the copper's coming up through the, I call these balloon kisses, I call these little fairy kisses, I do. So I'll just take a bit more of that, because it's running back into each other, little fairy kisses. So that first one is sort of taking some of the paint away. Do a little bit on this side. It's completely up to you how much you want to play. Okay, I've got these paints just covered with foil. I'll use them again on another pour. I'll just keep them here. I've got a big, huge box that I put over the top of this. And it just stays like that for a week till it dries. And I'd usually do all my paintings, so I've got about, I don't know, 6 clocks done and about 4 Lazy Susans all painted, and then I'll come back and I'll rip all this piddle pads up, and then I've got just straight plastic, clean it down, and then I'll start doing resining. And that's just how I like to work, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'll leave that. I'm not going to keep playing with it. I'll give it another whip with the torch. And like I said, this will continue to change as it dries. Some of the paint will sink, but yeah, like same colours, such a different effect. So I hope this has been helpful. Ask me any questions when you see these, and you know, like while you're doing it, just message me if I'm awake, or you know, whatever, and I'm happy to help with the lazy Susans. But yeah, I mean, they'll be beautiful once they're done. You just paint them up, do what colours. Like I said, choose your base colour, black or white. That's what I generally do. And then choose 3 colours, a dark and 2 light, or, you know, because too much dark will just overtake. So I usually do 1 dark, a contrasting, and then some light. So yeah, I hope you find this a little bit helpful and not too boring. Let me know.